A very good, very optimistic news just came from House of Representatives where they have passed the bill America Competes Act 2022. That bill has many topics that will interest you. Basically, it covers semiconductor chip shortage and tackles about how to strengthen the supply chain and also how to take China head on manufacturing, but it also has very good thing for immigrants. And that's what I'm going to talk about. How does this bill going to impact immigrants? There has been new announcements made in this bill. By the way, whether this bill becomes a law or not, depends upon Senate now, because House has already passed this bill. Now Senate has to pass this bill or their version of the bill. And once Senate passes, then it will go to President Biden for the signature. So this bill is all I'm going to talk about and what is in this bill for the immigrants, for all of you guys. Welcome back. The bill basically covers three topics directly related to immigration, and it's very positive, very optimistic. So number one is new visa type introduced for all the immigrants. Number two is related to a green card in the STEM field. And number three is new scholarship for international students. So let's discuss one by one. Let's talk about the visa type. The three visa types were introduced. Number one is W1 visa. So W1 visa is basically related to entrepreneurs or the people who want to start their company in United States. Of course, there are certain conditions they have to satisfy. The number one condition is the owner has to qualify that he possesses a ownership interest in the company for at least 10% of the stake. Second condition is the owner has to play a very key significant role in the company and the management. And number three, in addition to that, the company must receive at least $250,000 US in qualifying investment, or at least $100,000 in qualifying government award or grants in the last 18 months of applying the visa. So these are the three conditions for you to be eligible for W1 visa. As I said, W1 visa is basically for people who want to start their company in United States, entrepreneurs. W1 visa holder or startup company owner visa holder can apply for green card in future. He has to prove that his company is a success. And there are two basically criterias. Number one, he has to prove that his company has received $1.25 million in the private or government investments in the company. Or he has to show that his company has generated over $1 million revenue in last 2 years and he's employing at least 10 American workers here in his company. If he proves any of these two conditions, his company will be considered as a success and then he can get green card. The second kind of visa introduced was W2 visa. So this is where it gets sweeter. W2 visa will be given to people who are essential workers in the startup companies. And this is where I say it's very nice, because you don't have to be owner of the company. You can just be working in the startup company. And if you are a critical worker, an essential worker in the startup company, you can apply for W2 visa. Number of W2 visa allocated for a particular startup company, however, will be limited to the size of the company. If the company is bigger, the number of V2 visa allotted for the company will also be larger. However, if your company is smaller, the number of V2 visas allotted will also be lesser. And this W2 visa will be granted for 3 years initially, and then with the provision of 3-year extension. So very nice. And by the way, this W2 visa is not same as H1B visa. It is in addition to H1B visa. And the third kind of visa that was introduced is W3 visa. This visa is basically for dependent of W2 and W1 visa holders, basically for the spouse or the children of W2, W1 visa holders. Let's talk about the second topic in this bill. This bill provides a direct path to green card for immigrants who earn PhD in the specific field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, basically STEM. In order to qualify for this stream, immigrant must receive a degree from a qualified US research institute or equivalent foreign institute and work in the field related to PhD degree. This is very important because now the US is saying that if you have a degree from the foreign institute, research institute, this is also be valid, recognized to apply your green card under this category. Very important, very positive, very optimistic. In addition to that, the spouse and children would also be applied green card along with the main principal applicant. Now this would directly affect to EB1 and EB2 category that has a cap of 40,000 each. Now in short, we will see faster green cards for STEM PhDs. If you are wondering what is a qualified research institute, Bill also has defined it very clearly. Number one, it has to be accredited and an institute of higher learning and research and education. Number two, it has to satisfy following two criteria. Number one, the institute must have spent at least $25 million on research and development as determined by the National Science Foundation criteria. And second requirement is if it is a historically black college or university or minority serving institution that is also a doctorate degree granting university with a high level of research activity as determined by the Carnegie Foundation of Advancement and Teaching. Before I discuss about the third thing that is included in this bill, I would like you to smash that subscribe button and hit the like button. Thank you. Now let's talk about the third topic that is included in this bill. A new scholarship has been announced for international students in the STEM field. Students who are currently studying in United States or the students who will study in future in universities in United States. At this moment, the details are not known. As I get more information, I will come in front of you guys and make another video and talk about what are the positive and negative of the scholarship. And at this point, I even don't know whether the full tuition fee will be given or partial tuition fee will be given. I don't know yet. But as I said, I will definitely make another video in future. Only thing I know at this point is this scholarship will be given on a need basis, which means if you are an international student, your family is poor or below average middle class family in India or in your country, or doesn't matter which country you belong to, you will basically be eligible to apply for this scholarship. Keep your fingers crossed and hope that this bill becomes a law, because that will benefit all of us, the immigrants. Okay, so that's all for today. Stay tuned with my channel for more updates. Thanks for watching.